Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the third iteration of JetPunk General Knowledge Quizzes. Looking to continue the pretty strong performances from the previous episodes, and I just kind of enjoy playing these quizzes, and apparently you guys enjoy watching me play them, so that works out pretty well. As always, if you do enjoy this, let me know by leaving a comment, subscribing, and liking the video, so I know that you would like to see more of this. What period came before the Jurassic? So it goes, in the Mesozoic, it goes Triassic, Jurassic, Cretaceous. So this is the Triassic. What makes bread rise? I imagine this is yeast. The upper house of the British Parliament is this what the House of Lords is? It is, nice. And the House of Commons, I guess, is the lower house. What band recorded The Dark Side of the Moon? That's Pink Floyd. What is the biggest island in the United States? I was going to say Long Island. I think it's Hawaii, though. It's a little bigger. Good. What is the capital of Jamaica? That's Kingston. What country do didgeridoos come from? They are, of course, from Australia. What Otis Redding song was covered by Aretha Franklin, becoming her first #1 hit? I actually learned fairly recently that Respect was a song written by Otis Redding, which is pretty interesting. The star of the movie Dirty Harry is, what's his name? Clint Eastwood. What creature's irresistible calls was Odysseus able to safely hear by having himself lashed to the mast of his ship? These are the Sirens. What major city is near the confluence of the Missouri and the Mississippi? St. Louis. What is the fax and fax machine short for? Facsimile. To be quite honest, I don't know what the hell a fax machine is. I'm too young for that, but I know what it's short for because it's like a piece of trivia that comes up, so that's all that matters. And now here come the 5 comments from the people who are like 10 to 20 years older than me saying, how the hell do you not know what a fax machine is? Driving engagement, it's what we do. What Marvel villain is known for being able to control metal? Uh-oh. Magneto? Is he Marvel? Let's go. Which sign of the zodiac is represented by a ram? That would be Aries. I don't care, but I do know. If you are eating tripe, what part of an animal are you eating? That's a good question, actually. Is it intestines? Intestines? I cannot type. I still can't type. Intestines. Good lord. It's not even right. What actually is it? Stomach? It is stomach. Okay, good to know, I guess. What art movement did Jackson Pollock belong to? Abstract expressionism. The largest lake in Africa by surface area would be Lake Victoria. What modern country contains most of the ancient region of Nubia? That was located mostly in Sudan. What book sequels include A Storm of Swords and A Dance with Dragons? I don't know, but I feel like A Game of Thrones is a pretty good guess. Indeed. And what is a common word that means geriatric? Old? Okay, that is what that word means. All right, nice. Well, that's a good start. 20 out of 20. At 20 out of 20. I think I get 20 out of 20 on like half of these, but it'd be cool if I could do a whole video where I get 20 out of 20. I feel like the camera's a little high. Anyway, well, we'll see if we can keep going with that. It would be fun to get a perfect run, but that is going to be hard to do because there's always a few things I don't know. Like there'll just be some Bible question. Anyway, what type of animal stereotypically rests on the shoulder of a pirate? That would be a parrot. Capital of Ireland is Dublin. Plural of radius is radii. In what country would you find Mount Ararat? That is eastern Turkey. I speak in the country. Take the name of a U.S. state, add 2 letters to the beginning, and you have the name of a different state. What state do you have now? Arkansas. What is the British name for a bachelor party? See, like what? Men's night. Guys' night. Top hat night. I don't know. Like, I don't know how I'm supposed to know this, honestly. Like, well, I don't know. Like, I guess I don't know British terms. I know some British terms, but I don't know the British term for a bachelor party. So, I'll skip. What color starts with the letters MAG? Magenta. What internet service popularized hashtags? I assume that's Twitter. What novel introduced the phrase Big Brother is watching you? That's, of course, 1984 by Orwell. What does someone become when they are canonized? Saint. How many keys are found on a typical piano? 88. In what sea would you find the Dodecanese and the Cyclades? These are Greek islands, so we're in the Aegean Sea. What type of fish is sometimes caught by noodling, sticking one's hand into a hole and waiting for the fish to bite? That sounds insane. What? Your hand? What? Okay. Why would you do that? Wouldn't that hurt? I was gonna say like piranha, but that seems like that's just a death sentence, so you don't want to do that. Salmon. Tuna. Tuna are huge. That can't be right. What is this? You want the fish to bite your hand. I have no idea what's going on here. I mean, I could just like guess every fish, but I'm confused. It's probably a really commonly known type of fish, but I've never heard of this before. During their 40 years in the desert, what did the Israelites eat? Like matzo, probably? Unleavened bread? Apparently not. Isn't that the point? Isn't that what Passover is about? They eat unleavened bread because they didn't have it? Am I, like, thinking of the wrong thing here? Matzo, do you want me to spell it differently? I don't know what's happening. Bread. Yeah. Name one of the two countries with the highest population of people from the Pashtun ethnic group. Pashto is a language spoken in Afghanistan, so that's presumably one of them. Pakistan is the other. What book by Michael Crichton was turned into the highest grossing movie of 1993? Jurassic Park. What Chinese dam, completed in 2008, required the permanent relocation of over 1 million people? That's the Three Gorges Dam. What organ of the body stores blood, removes old blood cells, and filters iron? That would be the kidney, I think. No, I'm bad. Spleen? Never mind. Yeah, oops. I knew that. What is a bandolier designed to hold? Uh-oh. Candles? No, that's candelabra. What is a bandolier? Oh my god. Wild dog in Australia is a dingo. What is this? Bandolier. I don't know, man. I've heard this word before, but it's like, who uses this word? Like, oh man. I'm bad at vocabulary because I don't know. I end up just not. If it's a word that like nobody uses in like speech, I feel like it's just I never end up learning stuff like that because it's like you don't hear those words unless you like read a lot, which I don't. um, I don't know what a bandolier is, and I'm. Oh, is it? Oh, wait, I do. This came up. This came up in Brady, didn't it? Is it bullets? Yes. This is okay. I remember that because it was one of the. Okay, let me figure out the rest. Um, Suit Knight. I don't freaking know. What do the Israelites eat? Like, I don't know, like freaking cows? Like, like, what? I don't know. I thought it was like matzah. I thought that was the point. Okay, whatever. This is gonna be my I think 17 might be my worst performance yet, but mana, what the heck is that? Genuinely, what the heck is that? What okay, I have to look this up. What on earth? Manna. An edible substance that God bestowed upon the Israelites. Well, there you go. The miraculous food. I mean, there you go. I told you there's going to be a Bible question, and I'm not going to know what's going on. I've never even heard of that. A catfish. I mean, that makes sense. Like, I should have guessed that at least. I don't know. For some reason, didn't think of it in the moment. And then stagnite. I mean, what on earth? Like, no idea what that is. But, yeah. Oh, well, I guess. So, yeah, that was not the greatest performance ever. I'm sure I'm going to get plenty of angry comments for some of those. The bandolier, I remembered that because it came up in a Brady video. I think it was the long form one where it was like $5 question, $10 question, $25 question, etc. And somebody else's question was, what is a bandolier designed to hold? And I was in the background like, I have no idea what this is. Thank God this wasn't my question. So that's what that memory was. Anyway, So, 17 out of 20, unlucky. So much for the perfect run, but let's just go on to quiz number 17, and we'll see if we can do any better with it. What type of weapon does Thor carry? Thor carries a hammer. What type of tree is closely associated with the country of Lebanon? It is, of course, on the flag. It is a cedar. In the UK, it's called Shrove Tuesday or Pancake Day. In the US, it is called Mardi Gras or Fat Tuesday. Yes, what Bible character had the longest lifespan of 969 years? Is this who Methuselah is? I only know that because the oldest tree in the world is also called Methuselah, and I just learned that the tree was apparently named after some dude in the Bible who was really old, so there you go. What Spanish athlete is known as Rafa for short? That's Rafael Nadal. What alcoholic beverage is made from fermented honey? That's mead, which honestly, it kind of sounds like I've never tried mead before. I feel like it's not something you really see that often, but it kind of sounds good. Like honey's good, right? So how bad could it be? Anyway, anyone's tried mead, let me know how it is. Who is the current Prince of Wales? Oh boy, another subject I could not care less about. Andrew. Nope. Charles. No. He's the king, I guess. Harry? Nope. Oh boy. William? Nice. Okay, just guess princes until you either get it right or you run out of princes to guess. What country has the most Shia Muslims? Should be Iran, I think. What is the southernmost U.S. state? Hawaii. Alphabetically, which country comes last in South America? Probably Venezuela. In what country would you find Lake Baikal? Russia. What gentle shark is the largest species of fish? That would be the whale shark. What supersonic airplane was jointly developed by France and the UK? That's the Concorde. What vocal range comes between a tenor and a bass? That would be a baritone. In Greek myth, the primordial goddess Gaia personified the earth. What is often considered to be the world's fifth ocean after the Pacific, Atlantic, Indian, and Arctic? That would be the Southern Ocean. What suffix means study of? Probably ology. What type of word are kayak, sagas, and radar examples of? They are palindromes. What do submarines use to see above the water when submerged? A periscope. And what style of hair did Bob Marley wear? Of course, dreadlocks. Okay, that was a little more straightforward. Yeah, I don't know. Apparently, quiz 16 hit all of my weak spots, but that was more like it. All right, number 18. What tourist destination is known as Sin City? Las Vegas. What island country lies off the southeast tip of India? Sri Lanka. Luke, who is your father? Very weird question. Anakin or Darth Vader? What was Picasso's first name? Pablo. What beats 4 of a kind in poker? Straight flush, presumably. Who was Robin Hood's second in command? Uh-oh. Oh dear. Maid Marian? Nope. Uh-oh. Robin Hood and his sidekick, Robin? I think I'm in trouble here. Am I supposed to know this? Like, I haven't seen the Disney movie with, like, the, like, foxes or whatever it is. And I don't know anything else about Robin Hood, to be quite honest, other than he's from Nottingham, I think. Either way, I don't think I'm getting this at all, so unlucky. What country did the United Kingdom fight a war against in 1982? It's the Falklands War, so Argentina. Who had an affair with Queen Guinevere? Affair? So it's not Arthur? Is it like Mordred or something? Hmm. Oh no, is it it's Lancelot, isn't it? Yes. What actress is singer Keith Urban married to? I think it's Faith Hill. No, never mind. Oh, actress. I read it as other country singer. Who is Faith Hill? It doesn't matter. Garth Brooks or something. Who is Keith Urban? I have no idea. Like, absolutely no clue. Gwyneth Paltrow. I don't even know why she came to mind. I mean, I could guess every actress under the sun, but I'm gonna skip this for now. In the beer world, what is India? I just started just saying it. India Pale Ale is what IPA is. Chang and Eng were conjoined twins, famous in the 1800s. What country were they born in? So these are the guys, well, the original Siamese twins, so Siam or Thailand. In what alphabet would you find the letters Aleph and Gimel? Those are Hebrew. What Harry Potter character was gay, according to J.K. Rowling? She said a lot of stuff. Dumbledore, I believe, is what they're going for. What type of food is famously shared by Lady and the Tramp? Let's go with spaghetti. A little more famous than Robin Hood, I would wager. What actress was born Norma Jean Mortensen? Goodbye, Norma Jean. Elton John, Candle in the Wind. It's about Marilyn Monroe. What is the name of Japan's currency? The yen. What is the plural of quantum? Quanta. What family of lizards is notable for being able to change colors? Chameleons. What model of Volkswagen is named after a sport? Golf. And then what does the Spanish word corazón mean? Heart. So, I don't think I'm getting either of these others. I don't want to spend 2 minutes guessing actresses, so I'm going to give up. Nicole Kidman, I would not have guessed that in 2 minutes. And Little John, I have absolutely no idea who that is. Hopefully that was at least hard. It was 44%. Well, speaking of which, I need to go back and look at the other stats again, because I keep forgetting to do that. Little John. Okay, apparently that wasn't that hard. I mean, it's like the same get rate as Siamese twins, so I'm clearly doing something wrong, but I don't know anything about Robin Hood, so tough. Hebrew was actually the hardest, which kind of surprises me. Now, let's go back and look at the other quizzes, because I want to know what the get rates are. Thor's hammer, 97. Yeah, that checks out. Methuselah is only 22%, so that makes sense. Like slightly more niche Bible knowledge. 33% on cedar. Yeah, fair enough again. Did pretty well with that quiz. 16 was the one that destroyed me. Let's see. Stagnite 58%, really? Why does everybody know that? I don't know. Catfish 36 and mana was 30. Ammunition was 26, so I'm glad I remembered that because that wasn't easy, but okay. I mean, yeah, I did okay with this, but apparently stagnite is easy. Again, I don't know why anybody knows that unless you're like from the UK, but maybe it's just a more famous term than I think. Clearly, it must be. And this one here, 27% on abstract expressionism. Interesting. Facsimile 32. Yeah, again, nobody knows that anymore. All right. Yeah, cool. Okay, sorry for forgetting to check the stats. Again, maybe that was all completely intentional because now I'm going to get a bunch of comments saying, why aren't you checking the stats? And I can respond to the comments saying I checked the stats later in the video, and now you left a comment, and now the algorithm's going to push my video more. It's all part of the plan. All right. Quiz number 19. What is the hardest material that is naturally occurring on Earth? It's probably the thing in the thumbnail of the quiz. Diamond. Oh, yes, diamonds. Oh, here we go again. No, I have to restrain myself. I'm not going to go on the diamond rant. Diamonds are a scam. I'm going to leave it at that. Yeah, like, it's funny because, like, it's the hardest material and you think it's like, oh, this is like a really, precious, coveted thing. Diamonds are not rare at all. Like, they make you think they're rare. Everyone, if you ask anyone in the world, are diamonds rare? Everyone's going to say yes, but they're not. That's just what De Beers wants you to think. They were hoodwinking all of you. What is the French word for bread? Pain. What was Voldemort's birth name? Tom Riddle. Which U.S. state can be spelled without using any of the letters in mackerel? What the hell? Ohio? Cool, nice. On what island would you find the city of Palermo, Sicily? What musical by Andrew Lloyd Webber is the longest running production in the history of Broadway theater? Not sure, but I feel like Phantom of the Opera is probably the best guess. Indeed, who is the Roman goddess of love and beauty? That's Venus. What is the only metal that is a liquid at room temperature and standard pressure? Good old Mercury. What type of animal does the term Earth sign refer to? That would be a bear. What caustic British chef was the host of the show Hell's Kitchen? Probably Gordon Ramsay. Who's the leader of the Autobots? What? Hello? The Autobots? What is this? Am I supposed to know what that is? I'm so confused. Are these like robots? Is it like Optimus Prime or something? Nice. Let's go. Okay, I figured it out. It's Transformers. With what country did Germany sign the Pact of Steel in 1939? I do not know. Maybe Italy. Makes sense. They were both in the Axis. What religious document does a person have to memorize to become a Hafiz? Hafiz is somebody who has memorized the entire Quran, which, by the way, is insane. Like, that there are actually people who do that. That is a crazy amount of dedication. On which peninsula was Yugoslavia located? Balkan. City of Calexico lies on the U.S. side of the California-Mexico border. What appropriately is the name of its sister city on the Mexican side? It's called Mexicali, which, yeah, makes sense. What secret society has many different orders, including the Scottish Rite and the York Rite? Secret society. It's not the Freemasons, right? Oh, it is. Okay, that came up in an earlier quiz, but you know. Sure. What rock band has a name that is often abbreviated as GNR? I haven't given myself a lot of time. I've been yapping a lot. GNR. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What book was a predecessor to The Lord of the Rings? That's The Hobbit. What metallic element starting with C is used to make blue pigments? Probably cobalt. And what tree does latex usually come from? I think it's the rubber tree. So, GNR. Oh boy, this is going to be embarrassing. Oh no. Oh no. I'm trying to think of any band that I can right now, and it's not working. Crap. No, I can't think of it. Oh no. No, what is it? This is one that I definitely would be able to get with more time, but I am out of time, so yeah, I don't know. Greedence Nearwater Revival. Unlucky. Guns N' Roses. Interesting. Yeah, I would have gotten to that, but it would have taken me a while. I mean, I've never heard them referred to that way before, which, to be fair, I haven't heard them referred to too many times, but like, to me, they're just Guns N' Roses. So, yeah, fair enough, I guess. 59%. Okay, again, apparently I just suck because that was like one of the easier questions in the quiz, but yeah, never heard that abbreviation before. And then Mexicali was by far the hardest question in the quiz, which, yeah, I mean, I guess that makes sense. Again, my geography bias makes it a little hard to know which geography quizzes are easy, questions are easy, and which ones are hard. But yeah, okay. Quiz number 20. What is the coldest country in South America by average annual temperature? Probably Chile? Yep. Which body part is the nape a part of? The nape of the neck? That's a term? I don't know what the nape is, but it's part of a neck, apparently. Which orchestral woodwind instrument starts with the letter O? That would be the oboe. What volcano destroyed the city of Pompeii? That is Vesuvius. Who requested sharks with freaking laser beams? Hello? I don't know. Is this like a... I mean, this obviously has to be some kind of like movie reference, but... Oh boy. This is embarrassing again. I've heard this, but like I don't know what it is. What is another name for cornucopia? That is a horn of plenty. What is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? That would be 2, 4, 6, 9, 0. Who starred in the movies Caddyshack, Ghostbusters, and Lost in Translation? Uh-oh. Is it Bill Murray? Yes, good, okay. Who built a wall to separate Scotland and England? Hadrian. What punishment did the Pope inflict on Henry VIII and Martin Luther? Excommunication, perhaps? Yep. What does a cobbler make and repair? Shoes, right? Zoology is the study of animals. What is oology? That would be eggs, I assume. What part of animal is suet? Suet. Is that like the hide? Skin? Hair? Or not? Is it like an internal organ? Liver? Stomach again? Intestines? Brain? Art. Guys, I don't know what this is. What major fault line runs through California? San Andreas. What king was beheaded during the English Civil War? Oh boy. James 1? 2? Oh no. Beheaded. Oh god. This is embarrassing. Is it? It's not Henry VIII, is it? No. Richard 3? Guys? Edward 8? No. Oh dear. King John? Oh, this is a problem. I can name some English kings, but honestly, I have no idea who was the king during the Civil War. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay, who wrote the musicals Jesus Christ Superstar and Evita? That's, I think, Sondheim. Oh my god. I'm actually throwing. Is it just Weber again? He just came up. What title does someone gain when they are knighted? Sir? Which borough of New York City starts with the Q? This is Queens. And what movie did the main character bend over backwards? Dodging bullets, blah, blah, blah. It's The Matrix. U2 is a band. What is a U2? Is it like a rocket? Or is it an airplane? Okay. All right, so... Sharks with freaking laser beams. What is that from? I don't know. Like, I've heard that, but I don't know what that's from. What part of animal is suet? What king? Dude, how do I not know the English Civil War thing? Seriously. Like, really? I don't know why I don't know this. What's another king name? Is it a Charles? It is. It's Charles the First. Okay. Sure. Yeah, I didn't know that. What part of animal is suet? Suet. Sue. I don't know. I don't know what this word is. Well, keep guessing things. Lungs. Freaking pancreas. Bladder. Oh boy. I don't think these guesses are getting any more high probability. What's another body part? Sure are some. For some reason, I can't think of it. My brain is like mush right now. Bone, marrow. I don't know. I give up. Fat. Interesting. I didn't actually know that. Really? Okay. I feel like I've heard several words for animal fat. And well, I didn't know that that was one of them. So, yeah, skill issue, I guess. I don't know why there are so many words for animal fat, but yeah, I guess there are. And then Dr. Evil. Is that the dude with the, like, eyebrows or whatever the hell? Like, he's like the bald guy. I don't, like I said, I don't know what this is. Like, I know that it's a thing, right? But I don't know I don't know anything about it. I don't know about the sharks. I don't know anything. So all of you can flame me in the comments for that if you want, but I don't know who the hell Dr. Evil is, so deal with it, I guess. 33 and 29, so these were two of the three hardest questions in the quiz. Eggs was apparently even harder, but yeah, fat was only 29, Dr. Evil was 33, so not free. And let's go ahead and do one more. Finish it off with quiz number 21. What country is famous for windmills and wooden shoes? Probably the Netherlands. What does Sally sell by the seashores? By the seashore? I didn't know that was her name. She has a name? I thought it was just she. What does she sell by the seashore? Anyway, seashells. Which, by the way, I saw a comedy skit once that was like really funny. That was like incredibly true. What an idiotic business. Like the one place where it makes no sense to sell seashells is the freaking seashore. Like, there's shells everywhere. Like, who would buy that? Like, just go to the beach and get the shells. Like, really? Anyway, it's such a stupid sentence. I know it's just supposed to be a tongue twister, but it's just like, could you really not have come up with something that makes a little bit more sense? Anyway, I guess not. It would be less of a tongue twister if you did. Okay, I just wasted 1/4 of my time, so let's actually play the quiz. What sword was given to King Arthur by the Lady of the Lake? Excalibur. What is the largest type of fruit or vegetable? Oh no. What does that mean? Type? What do you mean type of fruit or vegetable? What does that mean? I don't know. What mountain range separates Spain and France? Pyrenees. What country does Toblerone come from? That is Switzerland. In Sharia law, what is the specific punishment for adultery? Death? No. Uh-oh. Um. Oh dear. I don't know. Should I know? Fatwa? I don't know. What group of people had their capital at Tenochtitlan? This is the Aztecs. Siddhartha Gautama is better known as Buddha. 221B Baker Street is the address of Holmes and Watson. Who was the first, or is it just Holmes? I mean, I guess in the BBC show it's both of them, so I'm going with that. Who was the first European to reach India by sea? Probably Vasco da Gama. What is the capital of Tibet? What's it called? Lhasa. Canine is to dogs as blank is to cattle. Bovine. Who sculpted the burghers of Calais? That's Auguste Rodin. What is an Anglophile love? England, I guess. According to the saying, where do all roads lead? Rome. When signing a letter XOXO, what does X stand for? So I think X is kiss, right? I never know which is which, honestly. It's kind of counterintuitive, but whatever. What city are you in if you land at LAX? Los Angeles. What are Camembert and Limburger? These are cheeses. And which internal organ in the human body starts with the letter P? The pancreas. So now, what is the largest type of fruit or vegetable? What? Durian. Like, that's not a type. Stone fruit. I don't understand what it wants here. What is the largest type of fruit or vegetable? Am I dense? I like I don't know what this question is asking for. And then the specific punishment for adultery. Stoning? That's crazy. Holy crap. Okay. Largest type of fruit or vegetable. Squash. Freaking eggplant. I don't know. Like type. Those aren't types. These are specific things. Like the largest type of fruit or vegetable. Melon? I don't know. I don't know what this question is. Pumpkin? Really? Pumpkin? I said squash. Come on. You asked for a type. A pumpkin. That's stupid. I'm just gonna say it. That's stupid. I feel like I should get credit for squash because a pumpkin is a squash. Like type makes it sound like it's a vague thing, not a specific thing. I don't know. I don't like that question. Whatever. 65. What do you mean 65%? What? Have I just been living under a rock? Why is that 65%? Okay, sick. And then Rodin at 14. I don't understand anything sometimes. Like, it's like I've heard of the burgers of Calais like 50 times. Like, it's like I know that like the back of my hand. And apparently everyone on the planet knows that the pumpkin is the largest type of fruit or vegetable except for me. I don't know, man. They've been teaching me all the wrong stuff, but whatever. Sure. I still think I deserved some credit for squash, at least half a point, but can't always get what you want. So, yeah, I'm going to end it there because it's been 34 minutes. Hopefully you guys enjoyed another episode of General Knowledge. As always, let me know if you have suggestions for other things that I could do, or, well, whatever. Any suggestions, any other comments, any berating that you want to do down there, just go ahead and do it. And I'm sure you already have if you wanted to. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.